Hello, my dear subscribers, Sun and Moon Rising. I'm Maria the Clairvoyant, and I'm going to be doing a general and love reading for the month of December 2017 for the sign of Leo. If this video doesn't resonate, please go check your Sun or Moon Rising. And if this video resonates with you, please feel free to contact me at mariatheclairvoyant.com or mariahodrodriguez@gmail.com. All my information is in my webpage or in my channel. Okay, with that said, I want to tell you another thing that I want to make sure that you guys know is that December 28th, we're going to have, let me see what I have, a full moon on December the 3rd. We're going to have December the 10th, the last quarter, a new moon on the 18th, and in the first quarter on the 26th. December 6th to December 22nd, we're going to have Mercury retrograde and Uranus. So with those two planets being retrograde, please do not make any financial transactions, any contracts, any signatures, because during that time is a bad decision making. Wait until after the 22nd. If you do have no other choice, let's say if there's a job offer, make sure you read between the lines. During the time of December 10th, there's going to be a lot of conflicts between lovers with finances. So be aware of that, because this creates automatic. So with that said, the most important days that I want you to know is the new moon, accidents, problems, stress during the first week of December, from the 1st to the 3rd, stress, and Mercury retrograde and Neptune retrograde. Be careful. Dear Leo, this reading is for you. And how are the energies for Leos for December 2017? You have the Queen of Swords. This energy of the Queen of Swords is the type of queen, if you're a man, Leo, you were probably dealing with the air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It's very common to have a Leo with Aquarius. Most times they get along, or with a Libra. They're very common, okay? So with the Queen of Wands of your overall energy, the main thing about this is that the Queen of Wands is a very mind person. This person is very self-organized, capable. This person is very optimistic. This person is very, she could be an authority. However, because this reading is not a specific gender, so it could be a male Aquarius and a female Leo, or the opposite. They're very strong, capable, self-centered, and authoritarians. And the very independent, very self-expression, that they say how they feel. And maybe that's the energy that's carrying you. If this is not your energy, Leo, it could be the other person. And this person doesn't hold back. Everything that the person wants to say, or this sign likes to say, it will say it. And a very passionate people, very independent. So maybe this is energy that you're dealing with. And in the back of it, you get the Justice cards, which I'm not supposed to be reading that, but it's coming. So maybe there is an imbalance. The Justice card, if you don't have legal problems with that person, let's say maybe you were married, you may be going in through a divorce with this sign. If you were not married, okay, and you guys were just boyfriend and girlfriend living together, this could be, or just not living together but are having a relationship also could be. When it's in reverse to me, the card of the justice is just an imbalance in the relationship, one giving more than the other. And when that happens, and it's not just financial, I want you to know that I mean, I know some other tarot readers think that may listen to my videos, I don't know. When I say imbalance in the relationship, that doesn't mean that I'm talking about money, okay? Because energies are energies, and I want to explain that. Sometimes when you give, you receive. However, not in every situation it have to be paid in money, okay? Maybe I'm a woman and I need someone to put a box, move a furniture, do this. And if I don't have someone to do that for me, maybe I could bring a friend and ask that person to do that for me. And in return, I may give him or her something. Maybe I invite that person to eat. Some people don't accept money and they would just say thank you. So it could be something like that. It could also be maybe you want to ride. I'll have a car. I take you somewhere. If you need a ride and you pay you give me some money for gas. That could be another thing. Or maybe if you didn't give me no money, maybe when I need you, maybe you drive me. Those are the situations that you don't have to be partnered with the other person, but you guys balance each other out. And if there is an imbalance, the Queen of Swords is going to walk away. When the Queen of Swords feels that she or he is being used, king or queen, they will walk away out of a relationship in a minute. So here you have that Ace of Swords. And I'm sorry I talk about that because this is the overall energy. And I feel that a lot of you are going through this situation. The Sword of Energy, the Ace of Swords, if it was this way, it means that everything is fine. You conquer, you resolve the issue, but you're in the reverse. A lot of the cards for Leo came out in the reverse. I don't know why. In reverse, it means a delay. A delay because some of you, Leos, look, you get the wheel. I feel the Virgo and Leo are very much connected. Maybe some of you are dealing with Virgo also. It doesn't have to be a sword. But the sword still came out in the Virgo sign. However, for you, Leo, I see that the energy is in reverse. So the sword in reverse is a delay. Is you haven't accomplished what you wanted to. So it's not is delaying. You have the wheel. The wheel is not working positive. It's working negative. This also represents earth sign. Remember that. So maybe you have a conflict with an earth sign that you guys are not speaking to each other, because this also means communication. Sometimes you have to bring ideas and write it down. So that could be it. You guys could be working together, but it might be like an injustice, or just trouble, or just obstacles, or just but this to me is just conflicts but are unnecessary, like something that has to just come up to the open, communicate, okay? Because it's not like I'm hurting you, you're hurting me. It's just communication problems, conflicts that they don't need to be there. With maybe it could be a fire sign, it could be with your own self. How is your foundation? The King of Wands in reverse. Again, if you're having the King of Wands in reverse, that's your energy. Maybe you, Leo, are being very pessimistic about what's going on with your life. Could it be the house that you live in? You're probably being very angry. You might be very impulsive, very you might have a bad temper, very impatient. Maybe you're a daredevil. I feel that Leos are going through this situation, and I know of a lot of Leos that have that energy. And in the back of you, you have the Queen of Wands. My understanding for the Queen of Wands, this person is in reverse. So this person probably was a fake person, was a very dominating person, a very disorganized person, very, very bitter. Maybe this person is a very bitter person. If this is next that you have, Leo, this is the energy of that person. And I feel that you guys were you could have been the same sign, or you guys, if it's not the same sign, that person had the energy of a fire sign. And this could be your ex, okay? Ex meaning this ex was one of those exes that maybe you lived together, maybe you had children together. This is the type of energy that I see in the past. What's happening to you, Leo, is you have the Six of Coins in reverse. In this case, when everything is reversed, it means that you owe money to somebody. So if this was here in the upright position, that means you're receiving. See how the green hand is giving money to you, but in the opposite is you have to give money to someone. So maybe that's the reason why your foundation of being bitter, or not too much of a bitterness, because I feel that this energy is more for bitterness, but your grounding situation is more like you are hostile to other people. Maybe you are impulsive, maybe you're quick temper, maybe you are argumentative, temperamental. So because of the financial situation that you are. However, you have the Tower in reverse. So I think that being that the Tower is in reverse, your situation is going to change. But because it's in the future, I don't see this happening this year. I'm sorry about, your situation, meaning financially, because I feel that what's going on with you is more financially than anything else. Like your path, maybe your job is not paying you that well. If you do have a job, maybe you don't have a job and you want to get a job, and or maybe you have a job that is like not what you really want to do. So, and you don't have the finances to move on and build something different. And this to me, to you guys, the Towers are reversed. So you are gonna reconstruct your life. You're in some kind of change, because you have the Wheel of the Tower and the Hermit. So you have 3 major arcana. So this is when the house breaks down, and now you're going to rebuild it. So maybe you don't have to rebuild the house, but you need to rebuild yourself. If you don't have any repairs that need to be done in your house, Leo, you may have to do repairs to your own personality. Maybe that's why things have been delayed. Maybe divine justice is telling you, stop and think, or I'm going to hold you this way until you come out of this situation that you're in. You have the Six of Wands in reverse. Again, if this was a positive side, you're winning, or good news are coming to you. But in the reverse, everything is being delayed. Okay, Leo. So right now you're on standby, if you want to call it. See, here you have this Five of Cups, meaning you have to have cups to look into. Maybe there is people that love you, Leo, but you're too worried about the broken glass and not the cups that you can handle. Maybe you had 2 people that did care for you, or do care for you, or do love you, but meanwhile you're too sensitive or too concerned about how you're feeling about yourself, and you're not even seeing that these people are there for you. And maybe you did have these people and you took advantage. You didn't you just didn't acknowledge them. You didn't provide the love that they want and need. And maybe one of these person is a Virgo. I saw the Virgo, and the same card came out for Virgo. So maybe you guys have a connection with fire sign, because Virgos are having the same similar problems, and almost came out in the same position. So I feel that in this situation, if maybe you need to look within yourself, maybe you need to look into the path of a spiritual path, because the Hermit is when you go into your path and say to yourself, what am I doing wrong? How can I change my life? Why am I going through this? And if you don't want to know, like, why are you going through this, don't even ask that question. Just go ahead and fix yourself to whatever path you need to do. You probably need to do meditation. I have meditations going on that you can cut cords. Be yourself, Leo. Have wisdom, have guidance. Maybe you need to get a counselor. Maybe you need to find someone to be a mentor. Sometimes maybe you need to just sage yourself, an incense, and sage your apartment. Maybe you need to release negative energy around you. Maybe you need to do things like that and meditate, isolate yourself. Maybe a bath like the ones I gave you, something to do for your own spirit. The bath that I gave is just to provide you with something that you can clean your physical body. And meditations is to take care of your spiritual and mental. So maybe you need to do a combination of both. I did a cutting cord meditation when you cut people out of your life that no longer serve you. I mean, if the energy of the Queen of Swords, if you don't love this person, you have to bring that to yourself and realize what is it that you feel for this person. If that's the case, or you need to cut cords with this fire energy that you have from the past. And if that person is not one of the fire signs, it could have the energy of the fire sign, because at the end here you get the Nine of Wands, and it's in the positive. When you go into these deep emotions, this deep meditation, this deep finding out who you are, what you need to do, how you're going to cleanse the maybe you need to find that person that what did I say before? I said it before. The person that's going to help you, a mentor. You want to get a spirit guide, a spiritual counselor, anything that has to do with that. You're gonna, when you do this, because this is your hopes and fears position, you're gonna come out to this. Okay, you're gonna conquer. You're gonna because you have strength. You're not. This is the strength card. Also, the Nine of Wands is when you do still. You can fight. You still have the strength. You see, you're holding yourself to this sword. Not sword. Wands. And this energies, you see how I feel. The way I see these cards is that this was a woman or a man that has that fire energy. And at some point, this person, you guys ended up breaking up, and is no longer in your life. However, this person, I feel that was in your past and took away or your energy somehow. Sometimes I feel that sometimes couples tend to do that. They tend to take away stuff, and especially if they had children, they wish them bad to that kid's father or whatever, and whatever situation is, and then believe me, nowadays everybody does witchcraft. I don't care if you're white, black, Hispanic, yellow, whatever you are. Indian, Chinese people do all kinds of crap because it's so available out there that you don't even need to go to anybody, because I mean that's the reason why I feel that, you see, and this card came out by itself. That 9 or 10 of wands, this is you having the energy. This is you thinking that with all this conflicts, like you have a heavy burden on your back. And to me, that's when like someone has it in other cards, is like somebody has done some kind of crap, witchcraft to someone, and this person could be young and strong, but this is how he or she feels, because people do things. And if I tell you, it's not because I'm doing it to you, or I like to do things like that. I like to take away that stuff, because you know what, it's a lot of channels telling people how to do witchcraft, but there is not that many people telling people how to take that crap away. And I'm sorry to the word that I'm going to say, but nobody knows how to take shit away. But they know how to put it on you, but nobody says anything how to take it away. So I'm doing the opposite, and I don't have that many subscribers opposed to all these people out there. However, I'm going to work on it slowly but surely. I'm going to make it there, because there's going to be more people turning into my channel, trying to take away all that shit that people put on there. I got no business to tell my customers or my subscribers to do any bull crap. They're partners, because I believe that love can be manifested if you do it the right way. And we cannot force no one to love nobody. So if you don't love me or this and that, I will not force. I will not do anything unless I will clear their energies and give you something to attract that person. But I will not put any spells to anyone to hurt them. Because if a person doesn't love you, doesn't love you. If somebody doesn't love me, doesn't love me. I cannot force love. Love is a natural feeling. Love cannot be forced. It could be transferred to another person, because if I'm giving you love and you don't want it, somebody else will. And that's in everything. If I offer you a cup of coffee and you don't want it, you best to believe I ask somebody in Dunkin' Donuts, I give them a cup of coffee, they will definitely want it. So people won't say no. So if one person doesn't want to be in a relationship, somebody else does. So see, Leo, how you are. Let's see what Leo needs to do to get out of this energy of the 10 of Wands. It's also a completion of something. After this is like the beginning. You're starting anew again, Leo. This is the end of something. This is whatever it was. Maybe you had 10 years of bad karma. Maybe you had 10 years of witchcraft. Maybe it was a combination of both. Whatever it is, just think about how you do those things. And you still have strength. You are going to come out of that. And let's see what the cards says. The 9 of coins. See, the 9 of coins is in reverse, meaning that there is still going to be a delay. However, let's see how much longer is that delay on your finances, because I think that Leo is concentrated on finances. How much longer? Give me a card for how much longer. I will say release those energies of the five and stop meditating and being positive about this job situation that you have, career, whatever it is, finances, if this was a broken marriage. So some of you, it could be you're going through a divorce. The finances are going bad because you're giving money to your wife, ex-wife, or whatever she is. And you see, you get the 7 of Swords. You're coming out of this energy, and you will conquer. Let me see. See, you get the 7 of Cups. Just be realistic of what you choose to pick, because after you come out this energy of the Wands and the Swords, this is like you coming out of some kind of prison. This is like the Seven of Swords, like somebody, see how sneaky this is? You gotta release this energy, and you gotta come out. You gotta be honest with yourself. Tell the truth. This is when someone is being sneaky. This card is when you tell somebody, I don't love you. This is when you tell somebody, I do love you, but then you have somebody, you're cheating on them, or they cheating on you. Most likely is you cheating on them, or somebody cheating on you. This energy can be either or if and then you got to become come clean to whatever truth is. Sometimes you tell somebody, yeah, I don't love you, but really you do love that person, and you're lying to them because you're not telling the truth. And see, when you come out and tell the truth, you release all that energy with your internal, I call it the especially in this car, I feel like, see how they're fighting. If you're not fighting with the world, nobody's fighting you, then Leo, you're fighting within yourself. So release that, is start being honest with yourself, so the cops come in, love and affection can come through. Other than that, you're not gonna go nowhere. Okay, Leos, I'm sorry that I said it like that, but this is how it is. Now I'm going to do the romance angel cards, and I'm done with the general reading. So if this is a job situation, maybe you're fighting a job, maybe it's not really an ex-wife, maybe you're not fighting anybody in particular because your relationship is fine. You might be fighting your own in your job situation. Maybe your job situation is not stable. For the romance angels cards, for my dear Leos, for my single ones, what's going on with my dear Leos, my single ones, for December 2017? And I'm doing the way that I'm doing this reading is because I'm going based on the views. So if you see my video, Virgo is one of my top videos. Virgos are my top followers, and so the reason why you have the car, you guys are next, because after Virgo is Leo. Here in this oracle for the single ones, this is what's going on. You would like to make a trip, or you are going to make a trip with someone. For the single ones, if maybe in this trip you may meet someone, or that you may meet somebody. Okay, for my single ones. Okay, so be careful when you get to, if you meet someone, that this someone is not taken. Okay, so if you are in a search to look for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, Leo, make sure that it may happen on a trip. Maybe you're on a train, you're in a car, you're in a boat, whatever, airplane, whatever it is. You might feel this person might be taken, or this person is not really honest of how his or her status. Maybe the person has a boyfriend or someone they're speaking to. Have a heart-to-heart conversation with this person, Leo. And if it's good, you know, talk to your friends and see if your friends can help you about the situation, and see if this person is good for you. Let's see what comes up for the Leos, for the ones that had a relationship, a significant other, someone that they have feelings for, whatever situation, and someone that you're sexually active with, and there was some type of feeling. If it's not a physical feeling, it's an emotional feeling, something that you might have a crush on somebody. You don't want to tell that person that you have a crush on that person. So you got to start releasing the truth. And you got the liar's card, so meaning that either you're withholding information, you're withholding your feelings. It could be your feelings for your wife, it could be your feelings for your children, it could be your feelings of your friend, of your mother, whoever you're holding your feelings for. You need to release it. So the more you release your situation, the better it is. Leo, for the couple ones, with feelings in love with somebody, let your friends help you. And that just came out in the single ones, and you guys saw that I mixed them. Now you're calling up your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmation and visualization help you bring you together. This is telling you, have faith. If you have someone, okay, that is actually your soulmate, and this is your relationship. It's like if I was backwards. Call that person. Text them. Tell them how you feel. Calling up your soulmate, meaning it's not, if you already found a soulmate, go tell them, because see, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, because you have passion for someone. Right now, maybe you're talking to your friends about this person, and you're very happy about maybe things that this person did for you or is doing for you. So maybe you need to call in your soulmate, meaning that if you already met that person, because this is, if you're calling it, that doesn't mean that it was in the past. It could be now. And see, there's a lot of passion. And maybe your love life is affected by children. Maybe some of you are dealing with people that either that other person has children or you have children, and they're in between. Maybe you feel like the person is not gonna accept your children, or your children don't want to accept it. But that's when you have to come up and tell the truth of how you're feeling, because maybe that person, your children love that person. You don't know that unless you ask. You cannot be saying this person is not my girlfriend or my boyfriend, and then you need to tell them the truth, how you feel. See, because this card says, the calling in your soulmate says, this card guides you to actively call your romantic soulmate into your life. You can do through prayers, affirmation, and visualization. It also means working on yourself so that you can optimize the qualities you are seeking in a partner. For instance, if you decide a significant other who has got a great sense of humor, develop this within yourself, like a child side, which is part of calling in your soulmate. So maybe you need to work on yourself, because maybe you, Leo, need to work on, like I said, some of you might be as a fire sign in reverse. You have all these energies of kind of like bitterness, frustrations, angry, temperamental. So you want to change these energies to bring this passion into your life. This is for couples, so you probably need to change things about you, because maybe this person, your partner already, is very passionate. Maybe like the oracle says, maybe this person is very passionate, very happy, very whatever her cards are.